Welcome to Chance Die, a World of Darkness podcast. Before we jump into this episode, we have a few reminders to share. This is created for adult audiences only. We advise listener and reader discretion for graphic depictions of violence, assault, death, trauma, existential struggle, and adult language. These themes may be a lot at some points, so if you need a breather, take a break or come back later. We would also like to mention...
Mark is not soulless and detached from humanity. Actually, that pretty well describes me.
Tristan's life is a circus, but that won't interfere with the podcast.
Gabby's not that desperate.
Francie is a little bit desperate, but she isn't very good at crafts. She sure tries, though. Good morning. Don't even worry about it, but we do have... Vil, what did you say the word was?
Hostage?
Oh, yes, hostage. I consider her more of a friend, though.
Wait. I just woke up. What
did a
what
show.
happened?
We did a show. It was a good show.
We don't have a hostage, though. She's a friend, and so is... Well, he's fine. But neither of them are hostages. That ain't the word you're looking for.
We gave away free tickets.
Yeah, did you know that when people like a show too much, they will set it on fire?
And they burned the garden.
That did happen, yeah. We got a little carried away, I think.
Anyways,
or they did.
we performed a little early, and so now we're on the road.
Oh my God, and Vil did so great. You'd be so proud.
Also, I don't know that anybody realizes this, but we actually have no idea where we're going because we don't know what the next destination is. So we're just on the road going
north.
somewhere.
And the little light is on the dashboard. I don't know what that means quite yet.
Okay. Pull the car over, and we'll take these points one by one.
I missed you.
Welcome to Chance Die. I'm Jessica, the storyteller.
Hi, my name is Mark, and I play Revis McCoy.
Great start.
Such a good
My
start.
name is Tristan, and I'll be playing Will.
My name is Gabby. And I'll be playing Roisin.
Fuck you.
My name's Francie, and I am Kestrel.
Yay! Okay. Where we last left off, you had just escaped Batfork and its fiery inferno of hate as they set the garden ablaze. You took Cecilia and her brother with you. So we're going to pick up when you're on the road. As you heard in the intro, Blush is now up and about. So he is driving to your next destination, which you are headed southeast. You are going to Florida. Yeah, so you've got quite a bit of time
Florida.
I'm so excited.
Can I request we don't go to Florida?
I would prefer Georgia or something, not Florida.
Sorry, it's Florida. Blush was very overwhelmed at first.
I don't understand why.
Ridiculous.
And now he's taken charge of the wheel once again and is leading you. So we're going to start this episode, as we do in all the interim episodes, leveling up.
Can I just ask real quick, like, how many days were we on the road before Blush woke up? Like, did we make it to Wyoming before he came to?
It was a day.
Ooh, you can
Definitely
make a
driving the
long,
wrong direction.
you can make
for
a
sure.
Yeah, we were
long
going north.
distance. Oh, yeah.
All right, so you are on the road. We're going to go one by one and talk a little bit about what your characters learned. Here's the way I want to do this, though. When you've spent many, many hours on the road, you start to see in the distance a large expanse of sparkling blue under the sun, and Blush is telling you that this is the ocean. So I would wager it's the first time most of you have seen the ocean.
That you know of.
That I know of. So just keep that in mind. He is pulled over and he's got like a basket and he set up this whole like picnic vibe. He's really into now his mother role and taking care of you guys. So he's packed up some like sandwiches and fruit and stuff, and he set out a blanket on the beach near the ocean. So he begins handing out sandwiches and stuff. And I would like for you all to talk about the answers to these questions in character. He's going to pose these questions kind of to you, I think. Make sense?
Yes.
I wasn't listening. What did you say?
Very funny. Okay. So, I mean, it's safe to say you all have briefed him on what happened, right?
No.
So we won't rehash the event.
We didn't.
We did
But-
it our best.
You did your
Yeah,
best.
briefed is a real nice word to say for that.
So he says as he starts passing out like little bags of chips and such, do tell me what precisely you learned about yourselves at the riveting adventures of Bat Fork.
I think Will is definitely a little farther away. He has a sandwich, and he's just sitting in the water, fully clothed. Just
So he'll just look like he pissed his pants.
Exactly. He'll look like he had a huge bladder issue. Well, the people there were of a variety. Some who didn't know seemed happy, and those who did know seemed sad. And some said, you can't have hope without a soul. But I think I still want that hope. I think I learned that even in rash, horrible decisions we've been made, there's still a chance and a hope that we could do something better in the end.
I like that. What about the rest of you?
I kind of really like pretending to be other people. It makes me feel more like myself in a way and helps me understand them a little bit more.
Isn't it fascinating that for actors and performers of all types, being someone else makes you closer to yourself?
That is so weird. It's like kind of meta almost. Like there's this girl, Gabby, and she likes to pretend to be other people too. That's so weird.
And she's just so fucking hot.
Everyone gets a nosebleed.
The lights start flickering and the ground cracks beneath your feet. Very well. Kestrel, how have you?
I think that I learned things, but that I also have more questions. Like, I think I finally can name the feeling of grief and anger. And I think I wonder now if a monster can love and be loved.
A good question. Revis.
Well, I think what I learned is that I have a lot less control over myself and the way that I react to things than I thought that I did. Which is to say that, well, I was created to be a violent creature, and I've always kept it at bay for the most part up until now. But, over the last couple of days, though, I found myself overcome with anger for the situation we were in. Well, for the situation those people were in and how they had been treated. And I just wanted to bring down my wrath on those who perpetrated it. And when I did so, it did not solve the problem. It made things worse for me, for us, and for the town, and ultimately accomplished nothing. So I think that's what I took away from it.
All right, next question, he says, as he takes a big bite out of a huge sandwich. What Pardon me. And he swallows. What was the moment in Batfork that you were either the most proud of yourself or the most ashamed?
Well, there was a moment where Will yelled, Revis, don't. And I didn't really hear him, and I did. That was pretty shameful. Sorry, Will.
I felt pretty ashamed when I put everyone else in danger in the attic of that house, and I just didn't want to be the only one to suffer in it. I'm really sorry, guys.
And I assume that's to me as well for knocking my ass unconscious.
Yes, I'm sorry for knocking your ass unconscious. I'm sorry, Mom.
Thank you. I will say, I will forgive you on one condition. You make me a cupcake yourself with your own hands.
I don't know how.
I'm sure you can figure it out. You're a strong, capable woman.
Oh.
Kestrel.
That is me.
Proud, ashamed, go.
And then her face, she kind of zoned out. Her face kind of drops when you say it again. She goes, I didn't mean to do something bad. I know that they are alive now, but there was a moment where they weren't, and it was my fault. And she's going to look back down.
Why are those ones always the ones that stick out?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm still learning some of the emotions, but the pride and the shame seem the most strong or easily to remember. Why?
Pride is a tower that lifts you over the ocean. Shame is a knife that cuts you down.
Does the pride ever outweigh the shame?
Well, I can tell you from experience that it certainly does. But different people have different methods of dealing with it. Perhaps a tower is not to your liking, and instead you choose the river of compassion to wash away the blood from your shame. Or joy that sparkles like sun. It is up to you how you want to carve your own path.
I think they happened in a bit of a sequence for me. Pride and then shame mixed with lots of guilt. I was proud. I was able to speak in front of all those people at Batfork. But I was quickly ashamed and grief-stricken with how they reacted. And I don't know if it was my fault specifically, but that still caused them to do that.
In the end, as we sit here in this sun-warmed sand, looking out over a bejeweled ocean, I can tell you all that what happened wasn't your fault. But until you believe it yourselves, I am just screaming into the void. So if you're ready to listen, I will tell you. But until then, keep cancel with your own thoughts and let me know when you want an outside perspective.
You know what? I'm going to call it a moment of pride, actually, for all of us. Some things happened that were not great, and we all brought that up. But here's a happy one. All right, here's a pride moment, whatever. We had, that we know of, 4 different options for breaking that contract, for accomplishing our mission, so to speak. 3 of them involved knowingly killing at least one person. The 4th one was much more difficult to pull off, but didn't result in killing anyone. And that's the one that we chose, because we had some hope that it would work. And yes, the mob rioted, and yes, they burned the gardens, but that we know of, no one died. No one lost their lives because of that. And that was a choice that we all made.
I am very proud.
But what of Cecilia's pride? They all hate her because of us.
It's not your fault. It's not Cecilia's fault. People have a tendency to want to blame on others because they can't shoulder the crippling shame on their own. So, unfortunately, it was a human reaction. And I do want to reiterate, perhaps not being so eager to show your true natures at the next town. I will have to do some cleanup in good old Batfork.
Wait, the human reaction is to shove off out of unknowing?
The human reaction is to be afraid of things that they don't know or understand, as Kestrel so brilliantly put it in your performance, from what you tell me.
I'm going to lean into blush and I go, I am afraid of the ocean.
But if we're trying to become human, and we don't know what that entails.
But not all humans are scared of us.
No. The secret to being an evolved human is to raise yourself above your instinct and rely on things like compassion and empathy and philosophy. That's what it means to be human. He seems to check himself for a minute in his fervor and then kind of swallow a little bit, and then he plasters a smile on his face. Anyway, that's my personal perspective.
Then we will not be humans. We will be evolved humans. Right?
That sounds a lot better. Yeah.
I will evolve. Right, Kestrel?
I don't like the way the ocean looks at me.
Kestrel, it's not looking at you.
It's looking at me.
I almost imagine at the same time you do that, Will, like, part of his sandwich falls out of his mouth into the waves.
You see, Will's in it. He's fine.
It took your sandwich.
It is hungry.
It's hunger.
I tried to drink it. It's not good.
You tried to drink.
It's salty.
I wanted to see if it was good for the flour. Is Cecilia still awake?
Cecilia is in the car with Cody. She's still in very bad
But
shape.
is she conscious?
She is in and out of consciousness.
Because I would have tried to water the flower with the ocean.
Oh, gosh. She would have been like, no. No, he would have, Blush would have stopped you.
Yeah, that's where the fear began.
Yeah. Aw.
It kills the plants.
It
It's
kills
not
plants.
good.
Well, I suggest rolling up your bottom of your pants and wading into the ocean for a bit before we head back on the road to our next destination.
Will stands up, turns around, doesn't roll anything up, and just walks until all you see is his neck out of the water.
No,
He's still going.
no. Oh, God.
Kestrel, let's we can take a baby step.
No, the ocean has him now.
Goodbye.
Wait, okay.
Goodbye, Bill. It's been nice.
Will, how are you doing out there?
It feels relaxing. Nice.
Has a fish bit your toes?
No,
There's fish in there. I ain't going.
I know.
it's soothing and calming. You're still yourself, but you feel lighter.
Fuck that. I'm not going if there's fish in there.
Hey, listen. Why don't we do it together? Here, I'll walk on out there, and I take off my dress shoes and roll up my slacks, and
He's wearing slacks.
yeah, of course he is. and his burned ass fucking legs, and he wades into the ocean, knee deep or whatever.
As you all stare out at the ocean, maybe feeling it or not, you notice how the waves mimic an inhale and exhale, and how small you feel in comparison to this large, seemingly alive thing. And Blush will kind of walk down the beach by himself, and you see his footprints be filled with water as the tide comes in. And then he is going to turn back to the truck and holler, "Whenever you all are ready, we shall debark."
I sprint at the ocean, barely stick a toe in, go, "Ah!" and then turn around.
Okay, if he can do it, then I'll do it. And then Roshin walks over and she puts a toe in and she goes, "Oh, I'm assuming it's a pretty hot day."
No, it's nice.
Yeah. And she starts going in. Kestrel, you want to maybe try a foot?
I did my thing.
And I am so proud of you.
You should be.
You should be.
I think before we go, Will tries to, while Revis is still in the water, and maybe when it's just Revis can kind of hear. Revis, I like you. I asked you not to grab me, and you did it anyways. Twice. I asked because I don't want you to get hurt. Okay? And then he's going to start walking out of the water.
Okay.
Revis, I like you.
Come here, let me give you a big kiss.
Take 4 experience.
Ooh.
Because I really liked how you guys solved, guys in the gender neutral, how you guys solved the tying in the circus act with the issues and everything. I liked what you did.
Sweet. So
Alright.
if we didn't spend any from last, we have 7.
Yes.
Okay.
So do we want to talk a little bit about how you regain Azoth and
You mean
leveling-
Pyros?
or Pyros, sorry, thank you. Pyros and how you're going to level up?
I'm gonna save mine for right now. If I pick a thing to put it in, I will let you all and the audience know.
Okay.
But I'm not sure yet what I want to
Yep.
upgrade in.
Same here.
I put mine in something, but I'm not gonna say quite yet what I put it in.
Oh, this bit.
But for leveling up stuff, for our first dot in the skill, right, it's 3 dots. For the second dot, it's 6.
Yep.
And then third, it's 9, and so on and so forth, right? And then attributes, it's
It's 5.
5. So
Azoth is 8.
Az-
Transmutations are 5 if they're what are they called? Affiliated.
Or-
Yeah.
Unaffiliated are 7. Merits are 2. And then if you're taking a skill specialty, it's just 3 dots, but you can only take. It's just a +1 to that specialty.
And another thing that we get, right, is Pyros. And we kind of talked a little bit about how we leveled up. Like at the New Dawn, we get it. I know as an Osiris, right, if I am near water or I sleep in it, I can also get Pyros back. I don't know about the other types, but that's at least for me how I can get some back without having to wait a whole day.
So like the ocean.
Yeah, exactly like the ocean.
For me, it's either a fire or something extremely electrical, like a Tesla.
What type
Just
are you?
kidding.
Just
Frankenstein. Fire or I think the example they give in the book is like a transformer.
So you have to burn again to get Pyros back?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yikes.
Galatea, which is what Kestrel Roshin is, has to sleep next to conversation, like people talking. It can't be like a radio show or a podcast, but that's going to be, I don't know if there's a time limit, like if it's the entire time she's asleep? No, you think like
No.
she just needs to fall asleep to
Yep.
it? Cool.
And she falls.
Something like an hour.
Yeah. Now Kestrel's is
Yeah,
fucked.
Kestrel is an Olgan, which means that I have to sleep in a haunted house or something, something spiritual, which is not fair because I can't just make one of those.
Well, but for us, it's guaranteed one.
That's
right?
true. Everyone else gets a guaranteed one Pyros when they sleep in their element or near their thing. I basically roll my ephemeral flesh, which I've done a couple times already, and however many successes is however many Pyros I get back.
And isn't it if you're undisturbed by a spirit?
Yes, but that's connected to the success of the roll. So it's like, say I'm unsuccessful, it's because the spirits were fucking with me the whole time.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
okay.
Okay.
The last one is we can all, if we're present in a thunderstorm, that works for any of us.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
So, Jessica, how many new dawns have occurred since we left flaming Texas?
Well, you drove for a day
In the wrong direction.
In the wrong direction. So it's probably been about 3 days. You're just getting into Florida, and you're almost now at your destination. Anything else before we close this up and begin in our new location?
I'm scared.
Where's the other half of my pencil?
A great mystery that definitely needs to be solved.
What happened? What did you break it?
I didn't do shit, yo. It just I don't know.
Yo.
what it is.
I didn't do shit, yo.
I didn't do shit, yo. Oh my god.
Mark, I love the tank top you're wearing too.
Thank you. I believe it was given to me by some dear friends as a birthday present.
For the listeners at home, it's Snoopy with pride and rainbow font beneath it.
Saying vibes.
Gay Snoopy.
Wait, yeah, I thought it said pride.
No, it
Where's
says
his
vibes
boyfriend?
in Pride.
Where's his boyfriend Woodstock?
Yeah.
I,
should have had.
I think Woodstock's a girl.
No.
Oh.
No, I swear to God, I'm pretty sure.
Have you seen that
Let's
bird?
fact check her.
That bird is
Okay.
a gay man.
Walks like a gay man, strides like a gay man.
Have you seen the way he decorates his house in that Christmas episode?
My other question, Jess, is that I did spend all but one of my willpower.
Yes. Get it back when you rest.
No,
you?
nope.
No,
That's
you-
Oh
only
shit, that's
Hunter.
only hunters. Oh my god.
No,
How do-
Woodstock's a male.
Wait.
Ah, damn it.
So how
Thank
do you
you,
get it
gay.
for
So I got some back every time that I was wrathful, which is how I still
Yes.
have one. But my virtue, I put hope. Is that actually a virtue?
Say, the only way any other character class gets it back is by fulfilling their vice or virtue.
That
It's
is a
kind of what
virtue.
we've ruled.
Ooh.
I mean that. I don't think it's a rule. I think it's what we ruled. It's the rule. I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
So
You get one back for fulfilling your vice, and all of them back for your virtue.
I thought it was 3 back for your virtue. Am I crazy? It's all?
Oh no! Please let it be all.
I think it's all. I think I'm connecting the 3 with the 3 dice.
virtue is all.
Perfect.
Vice is one.
Don't listen.
So
It's a
Jessica,
lot harder to do virtue than vice.
I agree. And so by being very hopeful that we could find a solution without killing anybody in the last town, would you agree
Yes.
that I fulfilled my virtue?
I
of
would.
Hope? Thank
What?
you.
I would.
What can I say that I was faithful we could do it?
I mean, so you all chose a path that was significantly more difficult because it was the more moral path,
Yeah.
right?
Faith is
That's-
one of them.
Faith is one of them.
Yes. So that is, I would say, depending on how you make that decision.
It's not named
could
after
argue.
the regular ones, Tristan. It's separate for.
Yeah, I'm realizing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Mine is fortitude. She was
Courage and difficulty is what that means.
Yeah.
cool.
If you continue to make choices that put you in danger because it's a moral choice based around whatever your virtue is, yes, you will fulfill your virtue.
I really appreciate you.
Charity. I gave them their lives. That's what
This man put on an entire circus for no money.
Oh no, but he
yeah.
asked Revis to stop.
Yep.
Charity.
Wait, what?
You asked Revis to not kill the one guy,
Yeah.
which was a sacrifice
this
for your
is
life.
True.
Yeah.
This is very true.
Yep.
Give me a pencil.
I'm only getting one back.
I had no reason to argue for anything because I have all my willpower.
I mean,
Yeah, well, I spend them like fucking water.
Yeah.
Fucking Candyman over here.
I only have have 3 willpower.
Well,
I only have 4, yeah.
because hunters have like that cool thing they can do with gambling them or whatever. And
Yeah, the risked will.
I got kind of
so
used
sick.
to like just burning the shit out of willpower all the time, and
We
so I
played.
just
Yeah, we
started doing
we
it.
played a game for fun, and now Mark is in hunter mindset.
Hunters have some dope shit.
They do. They
Okay,
gotta make up for
so
it.
as you have the beautiful ocean on your right, as you drive into town, everything got kind of more humid and muggy, and you see a sign that says Fox Ridge Beach, and that is where you are headed. As you pull in, this is a very nice community. It's in a little bit of different style of houses, right? It's near a beach. It's right on a beach. So there's a lot of houses that are high up on stilts and the like. The houses are relatively small, despite being so nice. So you were just in Texas. The houses there tended to be rather large, right? It was a nice town, Bat Fork, and it had a good amount of wealth there in the garden, and it was pristine.
Plantation houses.
Yeah. In Florida here, the houses are smaller. They're more stylistically suited for the beach. And you notice a lot of older folks kind of wandering around. As you pull in to where you assume, you kind of pull past town. So you go through the main street of town, and you end up on the other side where there's this big open area on what looks to be some kind of marshy grassland area where Blush has told you you're going to set up. However, the problem is when you arrive over this marshy water, you see flashing red and blue lights. There is caution tape, like yellow, bright yellow against the green, marking off, and you hear Blush kind of swear under his breath as he parks, and there are several police cars, people milling about. It's clearly some kind of crime scene. So, what do you want to do?
Did you know that marshlands take up most of the CO2 and then produce most of the oxygen?
What's a CO2?
I see your 2.
I'm a 2? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know. I tried.
I appreciate the trying, but do you guys want to go check that out?
Is this where we're setting up the tent? Is that my accent? I feel like this is not it.
That sounds close enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Mine also changes quite a bit. So
Listen, we're not great.
we're not
What is
great.
it? Mediocre voice acting?
Yeah.
Well, I have
All right,
that covered.
improv. Bad accents and all right, improv. So Blush is going to get out of the car. Well, this is where we were supposed to set up. That seems like it may be problematic.
Why can't you just ask them to go?
They work for the city, and there has been a crime committed here, so we cannot taint the crime scene. Remember, I tried to have you watch some of the crime shows with me,
Yeah,
and
but
you
they're
got
so
bored.
boring.
Yeah.
The Maltese Falcon, whatever
But
the fuck
It's
that
a
is.
classic.
It's a classic, and it's also a snooze fest.
I work for a different city, and our city is more important, so move.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look.
Okay, so when you emerge, you can see this is a relatively fresh crime scene. There is blood soaking into the water and the ground. It looks pretty heavily saturated in blood. It must be to be this visible, even in a marsh.
Does the body look familiar? No, I'm kidding.
Is
You
there a
don't
Do
see
body?
a
we
body.
say? Do we see a body?
You do not
Do
see
we
a
see
body.
like a tarp
Do
or
not
something covering
recognize
up
the
what would
bodies
be
in
a
the
body?
water.
No.
You're so funny.
There's no tarp. Make a perception check or like medical intelligence.
1.
No successes.
I critically failed.
Oh.
You don't need us to actually see what's happening, right?
You stick your finger in the bloody water.
I'm scared. I get scared of the water and run. I accidentally get my
4.
DNA on the crime scene.
4?
Hell yeah.
Woo! Okay. So, Rasheen, you can see this. There are like definite areas of blood around. It's not just like one saturated area. It's several. You got a 4. It's 5 different areas that like heavy saturation of blood. And the crime scene tape is taking up quite a large
Would you
area
say that
here.
the blood spots are like enough blood that it was one human or multiple or
Multiple.
things? Multiple.
multiple something.
There's quite a lot to blood around.
As you talk, there is a woman that pulls on some gloves. She has just closed the doors of an ambulance, and she pulls off of her rubber gloves. She has a pretty significant scar on her face. She was a lovely young woman. She still is. But she definitely has that twisting, shiny skin, like that goes from her temple all the way down to her jaw on her other side of her face. And she kind of looks at you all questioningly and comes over.
Excuse me, we're supposed to be here for our circuses in town, and you're taking up our spot. All right, Blush.
Oh, Blush will be like, pardon me. But yes, we were, but of course we can give you this space. Whatever you need, we will do our best to adhere to the restrictions and law enforcement of this fair city.
Somebody dead.
You're just gonna fold like that, Blush?
He sticks his hand out for her to shake, and she does a little confusedly. Well, I'm happy to give you what you need here. Just, it'll probably be about 24 hours at least. I would say that you need to get another location personally.
What's your name?
My name is, well, everyone calls me Velv, but June Velvet.
Blush Crimson and June Velvet.
Mhm.
We're
Now,
rock and roll.
I'm the-
everyone calls you Vel, but what do you actually want to be called?
Velv. I like
okay.
it. I like Velv.
Okay. Officer Velv.
No,
Nope,
I'm
that's-
a medical examiner.
Oh, medical examiner Velv.
Dr. Velv.
This guy's really paying attention.
Dr. Velv works.
Oh, I did it.
Is it Mrs. Velv or
In an ambulance?
Are you flirting?
No.
I thought you usually only flirted with.
No, I was just asking. I thought it'd be nice. Was it nice?
It was fine.
See, fine, Kestrel.
Okay.
She can branch out if she wants to. It's all right.
I'm
Try
a-
new
hey,
things.
Don't talk about me when I'm right here. Wait for me to leave first.
How long ago did this
Fine.
happen,
I support your right to branch out.
Miss Velv?
How long have you been in town?
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you should be fine.
I should be
What,
fine.
huh?
I just mean as far as, suspects and the like.
And then she's obviously, well, she's almost, it's kind of obvious that something is not true about this statement. I wouldn't have,
Can we make an insight check, please?
I would never kill anyone.
You say that.
Oh my God, Kestrel. It's okay.
And she starts sobbing.
And then she is petting Kestrel in the back and then smiles at Velv like, it's fine.
And Blush just fucking puts his head in his hands. Oh my God. Tell you what, Velv, let me regale you with the story of our journey, and you can maybe so you'll feel a little bit better about where we're from temptation. And he is going to pull her and start walking away from the crime scene, and he's going to give you all a look over his shoulder.
Does there seem like there's a set pattern to the blood? You said 5 spots. Is it like in a shape or?
You didn't get a good enough perception check to know.
Okay, is it in a shape?
I
No.
assumed she pointed it out at this point, but fair enough.
She
Did
can
she
point it
have
out.
time?
It is, yeah, she didn't have time, but it's not in any kind of shape.
Is it just like bright red, like super?
It's not super bright, so it's been here for a little bit.
Okay.
It'd be almost brown.
Mhm.
Would you say that it looks like the bodies have been moved from this location, or they have
Disappeared into the mud.
Yeah.
Or we're never here.
That is a great question. I don't think you would know.
Okay.
You don't see any bodies. You don't see any like indentations in the grass, if that's what you're.
Body.
Yeah, we're
Bodies,
assuming
bodies.
bodies in the first place, right? We don't
Let
actually
the
know.
bodies hit the floor.
Where is this in location of the town? Is it like center? Is it north? Is it on an
It
edge?
is east of the town. The town is right on the coast, and this is a little more inland.
You said this is kind of an open area, right?
Yes.
Are there any like historical markers nearby, kind of talking about area or anything like that, or is it?
No, there's a sign that talks about like the local wildlife and stuff on the beach a little further from here, but that's about it.
Is there anyone else?
Yes,
Looking
there
around
are
there?
several other. There are police officers that look like they're cataloging something, and there's a couple of more like you would wager they're Valve's assistants gathering like samples and little vials.
I'm a real quick ephemeral sight this bitch.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you have to roll for ephemeral sight?
We had said not for ephemeral sight because I can do ephemeral flesh.
Yes, flesh is different. Okay. So you use it and you only get to use it once per scene.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do that, the things that stand out to you are one, chaos and violence and blood. So when you like switch your eyes, it becomes this like red miasma around this area of just like wrath and violence. Can you give me a perception check in ephemeral sight to see what else you notice?
Sure. No. Haha. Wait, yeah. 2 out of 4.
There's some kind of supernatural presence that I don't think you would necessarily recognize.
Could I occult it or no?
Yes, you could try.
What do I see when I look at the ocean, just in general? With this sight.
I think it would be light.
Oh.
Like, I think it would be like there's so much life in it.
So much death, though.
Well, probably.
Everything that dies there stays there.
Ecosystem.
It's an ecosystem.
This is Francie's real fear of the ocean pouring into the character.
I was gonna say,
Boring.
is this Francie's real nihilism sneaking in?
I deeply respect and deeply fear the ocean.
Are there any like officers that look like they're doing anything different? Does anything look? I mean, I know we haven't seen a lot, but just looks off here.
Not that you would be able to put together, no.
3.
3. Oh, okay. Okay, so your first thought, looking at all this blood and like the aftermath of this miasmic chaos is, oh, powerful vampire. Your second thought is it wasn't just that though, there was something else here.
So vampire and other?
Yes.
Oh. Hi guys,
Fuck.
have you ever met a vampire but like with a friend?
Of what?
Like, do you think vampires can make friends?
Oh, if they try hard enough, sure.
Oh god.
I mean,
Well,
we've made friends.
Lush talked about it, but I ain't never seen one.
No, but like with a non-vampire, you think
do,
they can
do you
be
mean
friends?
like a familiar?
Like a what?
Like a
I'd
Like
probably know what
com-
that was,
a
but that's
pet?
Francie.
a companion? Yeah.
Oh,
Like a pet?
I don't know.
Or do you mean like a clan, like
I just
multiple
mean like
vampires?
if a vampire was like, "Hey, buddy, you wanna go drink
Is
some
there
blood
something
with
you?
me?"
Is there
then
something
they-
you saw?
Tell us what you saw with your black eyes.
Bad vibes. I saw.
Tell us, what do your black eyes see?
I saw chaos and anger.
When you're looking at the ocean.
No.
I'm assuming our voices are getting like louder and louder.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
people are
yeah.
like,
Blush is going to come back with Velv. So lovely to talk to you, Velv. If you need anything at all, please let us know. We will set up elsewhere for the evening.
hey, Mom.
Roisin, you like being a fake person sometimes, right?
What's? Yeah.
Go do it.
What?
You said you liked it.
What, right now? Who am I going to be?
Like, remember what we did with the
medical
teacher? How it gave
examiner.
us an opportunity maybe later? Maybe if we do the same thing here, we could talk with Velv again. Maybe try to figure out other things
Ask
if this
them
didn't
if you
happen
can see
before.
the body.
I don't know who that'd be. I have to see the person first. And the only people here, do they have twins?
Once Velv comes back, do you have a twin?
What?
No, silly questions. Mom, can vampires have friends?
How did you already? How did you already hear about? And then Blush is gonna go, what?
Wait, first question.
Wait,
Twins? Second question.
She
hold up. Wait, did she react to the twins or
she
to the
reacted
vampire?
to twins.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is,
You just looked familiar.
you've already seen Janie somewhere.
Janie?
Janie.
Janie and June?
Jessica, true question. Is there actually a twin? Was this part of the
Yes,
thing?
it really was.
No
She is right here on my sheet, and I'm like,
Oh, really?
what
Let me see.
Hey, Gabby, well done.
That's so funny.
That was weird.
Because I was like, this is going fucking nowhere. Like, I can't be
funny.
here. She doesn't have a twin. Oh.
Well,
That's funny.
get pranked.
Correct.
Now, anyways, vampires and friends. Can
Yeah,
this
yeah,
happen?
go on.
Oh, yes.
My next question on Dr. Phil.
He's gonna look down. He's like, oh, they're so silly, pulling pranks on me all the time. Let's discuss this some other time, you silly babies.
What did you call me?
Layla was like, fuck that.
Silly circus babies.
Silly circus babe.
He said that in a nice way, but my feelings are kind of hurt.
Mine too. What feeling is this?
I think that what you're feeling is offense.
Hey, Miss Vale.
I've seen fences. Sorry, Tristan.
No, you're fine.
Can't with Kestrel.
Hey, Miss Vale,
Yes.
do you want to come to our circus when we perform?
That sounds very nice.
All right, we're supposed to go now, apparently. So have a good rest of your day.
Invite your twin to the circus.
I will try. And she leaves.
Now, if we're talking about movies, I've seen a lot that if somebody has a twin, the one is usually evil. So, my theory is that she's the vampire and her friend is the detective. Yeah, what y'all think?
Wait, but movie twins usually I know this one. It's the same it's the same actress who plays the twins. So do you think she is her twin?
Oh, do you think she could be like need to go to like a hospital or something? She's mentally ill or something.
Okay. First, humans don't recognize the existence of supernatural creatures as a rule, so a little kibosh on the vampire friend talk, please.
Wait,
They
but they make
recognize-
so many movies of them.
That's true.
They do, but it's like Santa Claus to them.
So they have a lot of
Who?
respect for vampires, like Santa Claus.
Who is Santa Claus?
They don't acknowledge that they really exist.
Who's Santa Claus?
Oh my goodness.
I think he's a white dude in red suit, made by Coca-Cola.
Again, maybe we don't discuss the supernatural beings in front of the normies.
Oh, wait, I have a question out of character now because I just remembered. If would I know the answer to the question, can vampires have friends? Because my character is Romanian and that was her big thing.
Oh,
was
yeah.
Vampires.
Yeah, they can. I mean, anyone can have friends.
Oh, can they?
Yeah, it's human, you know.
No, but like, is there something that I think they would partner up with?
Oh, that's so subjective based on the type of vampire they are.
Oh,
who they're
be
around,
regular
all of that.
vampires. Be basic.
I thought you were gonna say
Basic
that's
bitch
so racist. Like
so
that's so racist.
That's so speciesist.
Wait, if we become human, then do we not remember this?
Oh, no, you'll remember, I think.
But I don't remember right now.
But we didn't remember when we were human.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Well, now you're not, and your endeavor is to earn a soul to be human. You will still remember, but most humans will not look kindly upon those who believe in such things.
Okay, so don't talk about whatever,
Yes.
blah, 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 vampires. Okay, anyways, back to the question. They can have friends,
Yes.
and twins are evil.
No.
But sometimes.
Twins are people like any other, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're evil.
I'm so confused when you show me these movies. You want me to know what a crime scene is from the Maltese Falcon, but then when I watch the fucking Parent Trap, that twin is not evil.
Is one of the twins evil?
Yes, it is.
Trap?
One of them tries to kill the other parent.
Did we
That is
watch
Oh,
not
thanks for
the
ruining it for
same
me. I've not
movie?
seen the movie.
That is not okay. He grabs the bridge of his nose.
Jessica,
All right.
right now with the plot.
We are going to go find another place. I need to go talk to City Hall to get the proper permits to go somewhere else. While I do so, I ask that you explore the town somewhat and try and keep quiet relatively.
I can't do both of those things.
Okay, you may talk, but just not about anything supernatural unless it's in a whisper and no one else is around.
I thought you hear about the vampires.
All right.
Oh, this is a terrible idea. I am going to take Cody with me. Would you like me to leave Cecilia or take her as well?
So, we can take her to like a plant shop. Or
How is she
something.
feeling? Is
I
she
want to
up?
go visit the beach again.
You may visit the beach to your heart's content. I will be able to find you when I need you. Hopefully this will take less than an hour. Enjoy. Oh, goodness, this feels wrong already. Enjoy exploring the town on your own.
Wait, but you weren't with us last time.
No, and look what happened.
Am I allowed, if we go to the beach, can I roll to see if I can run fast enough to run on water?
Yeah, you can roll that, but you're
Okay.
not going to be able to.
What? How many successes?
How many successes?
How many successes? I'll
So
burn all
do
my
you-
will.
Do you go to the beach?
Will push. Well, I'd like to go to the
So
beach.
we're taking Cecilia.
Is
to
she
the beach.
feeling, is she up and about?
She is
Guys.
up, but she's really weak.
I'll ask her if she wants to go or not.
Miss Cecilia, I think I kind of want to go back to the beach, and there are some plants there. But I think going to the beach would be good.
Yeah, sure. We can go to the beach.
So why do the plants in the ocean breathe in
We're driving to the beach at this
water,
point.
but not? These plants breathe oxygen. Do you know, Cecilia?
They still have access to the sun.
What?
Yeah.
The sun?
What
can
about
go
the
underwater?
oxygen?
But I'm not sure about the oxygen, but I know it's the sun that keeps them.
Well, you know, I read in a science textbook back when I was a young man
You
that
can read.
you can't.
Can't.
Can we read?
I read that
We
the
said
chemical
that
composition of
episode
water
one.
is 2 parts of hydrogen and 1 of oxygen. So I imagine that they probably are able to
That makes sense.
breathe the oxygen and fart out the hydrogen, I imagine.
I'm going to the beach.
I mean, it is H2O, so it's
H2, what? Kestrel was saying something about CO2.
They don't breathe oxygen. I lied. They breathe CO2.
What is that?
Wait, no.
Okay,
Yes.
let's go to the beach.
Francie right now is struggling.
So you all go to the beach. When you get there, it's not crowded at all. Probably because everyone in town has heard about this crime scene thing with all this blood. So people are not really feeling a beach day. Except for one figure who is standing in the water.
This is how we know this is a fantasy world where people are respectful of the dead at a beach.
I know, right?
Is it a nude beach?
It is not.
Why not?
He is a very, very tall man. He is wearing a hood, and it looks like a black kind of hoodie. He is very large, and he's wearing what look to be kind of like cut off shorts, as he stands in the water, just watching the waves coming in. Will, you know this figure.
Oh,
As he stands there.
Oh, no.
And when he turns around, when he hears you coming, he says, "Well, I didn't expect to see you. Oh, are you okay?"
Is that your boyfriend?
The consequences of my own actions. I imagine it was almost like a child. Will was like running towards the beach while everyone else was still getting out of the car. And as soon as this figure turned around and he recognized him, he stopped dead in his tracks, kind of not knowing how to react. You're alive?
Did you think I wasn't?
You just disappeared.
Did I promise to stay?
Well, no. No. Why are you here? I'm using that wheel you gave me.
I'm glad. Maybe he looks around at your posse. Maybe we should discuss this at another time and place.
Hey, Will,
of course.
Did you make a friend?
Yeah, well, made already.
You made a friend without me?
When he turns and looks at you, he's got a very somber face and black hair that kind of curls around his long features. Yes, nice to meet you. I hope you're taking good care of my student.
Student? You went to school?
Kind of. You remember how you all woke up and well, you had Quentin and you had. This is who found me.
Oh.
And they kind of. Well, I didn't think I'd ever see him again.
Fate has a way of coming back around. I will find you later, and perhaps we can catch up.
Yeah, we do have someone also watching over us. I'd watch out for Blush.
Who?
Nobody.
Well, we're part of the Circus of Temptation, and we're going around and.
You joined a circus.
Well, I was wandering, and they were kind of the first people that took me in and kind of knew what was going on.
Is Blush also?
No, I don't know what, but no.
Okay.
We're gonna get back to our little beach day, but we'll catch you some other time.
Yes. Enjoy the sea. And he, with an air of uncertainty and melancholy, he is going to leave.
I don't think Will has moved at all. Like his feet, as soon as he stopped, he has not moved.
Hey, Will.
Yeah?
That your teacher, is that somebody that you wanted to see again?
Well, when I woke up, they told me the ways of the world, and one day we're just gone.
Doesn't sound like that good of a teacher.
Well, I mean, he taught me a lot about things people like and do's and don'ts, and the way things do, and do's and don'ts around people. I had forgotten some of it, but I guess, yeah, I did miss him a lot, actually.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's your teacher, and he didn't even tell you his name.
No, but he gave me one.
Does this sound a bit backwards to anyone else?
I don't know. I mean, it's not the craziest thing I've heard, but that's a high bar.
Revis, Revis, didn't you have like a teacher, mentor person?
Yeah, I did.
Did he tell you his name?
His name was John.
I heard that name quite a bit. That's very original. I'm kidding.
Thanks.
Your trainer had a dumbass name.
Trainer? He's a fucking...
He didn't like to be called a master or anything like that. I just called him mentor. But I mean, I am dangerous, and he helped me recognize that and put it in a place that it won't hurt people. And well, the day before he left, he said, "You now have a will of your own." And the next day, he disappeared.
What? So, was that when he named you?
I took it as such.
I don't think that's what he meant.
Yeah, I think that's a turn of phrase, Will.
Is
Yeah,
he
that means you can do what you want now.
is he like us?
Or is he like you?
Well, that is kind of like us.
But I am like you.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, but more specifically, you and your little water thing, and he was also in the water.
I don't know. We didn't talk a lot about him. He was mostly trying to make sure I was okay in the ways of the world.
Okay, but he still abandoned you.
And he said you were dangerous.
you're not too dangerous. You're very sweet, likable sometimes even.
Yeah.
I still am dangerous, but thank you.
Prove it.
No.
Why?
You all are amazing. You have your circus acts, and you can be other people, and you can look into other worlds, and you can lift a house. I just hurt people, so I don't want to do that.
Well, I haven't been hurt by you. What about you?
Not yet. Do it.
No.
Revis, have you been hurt by Will?
No, though I've been warned twice now to not touch you. Is that how you hurt people?
Yeah.
I see.
It's why Blush gave me these gloves and long sleeve shirt and pants.
Just cutting back to it because I just remembered it. Do your gloves only have the four fingers, or does your glove have a finger?
I never really did mention it. The glove has, I don't know, would he have made it without the finger?
Yeah.
So then, yeah, the glove only has the thumb and then the first three fingers and no pinky.
On both sides?
On both sides.
I thought he just gave you those because you got freaky hands.
Yeah, you don't really want to show those off to people.
Well, I mean, maybe, but there were other reasons.
Okay, well, if it helps your conscience, the only person that has hurt another person here is me knocking out Blush for give or take 4 days.
I killed a few people.
Yeah, but you were needing help.
But that's okay.
It's never gonna be okay.
I'm more concerned because they showed up when I was needing help and when I was dangerous. So I'm curious what they're doing here. And after we saw all of what just happened, it makes me really concerned now.
I'd recommend to hold on to that concern, but you're going to be safe with us, Will.
Oh, he's not going to hurt me. I don't think so, but
Well, not him, but whatever he came here for.
Or if other people meant to be hurt, we're just letting you know that you've done what you can to protect us. Now we will protect you. All right, guys?
Okay, yeah.
No one's gonna hurt you, buddy.
I think Will walks back to the car
Oh,
Without getting in the water?
without getting in the water.
I
Thinking too much.
real bravely go to the water and get a little handful. And I
drink it.
walk back to the car first.
No.
and I
Baptize him.
I was thinking about it.
Let me wash your feet.
I offer it to you first.
Thank you.
Do you do anything?
No.
It's getting poured on your lap, buddy.
Thank you, Kestrel.
Anytime.
Cecilia, as you get in the car, Cecilia will kind of lean over and say, "So your mentor is here in this town that a bunch of blood was just dumped?"
Yeah.
Okay. Just be careful, because
Oh, I don't think I have anything to worry about from
No.
them. And if they're here, it's...
listen, Will, sometimes the people that you love and trust the most can hurt you the worst. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. And she goes silent. And that's the end of the episode.
Will is in trouble.
Fuck.